It's Shine Valentine back today again with a new episode. Today's episode, I want to talk about a situation, and I think I'm going to title this video, Rookie Cop Told to Harass as many black and Hispanic men as possible, but leave white men alone. Again, Rookie Cop told to harass as many black and Hispanic men as possible, but leave white men alone. Now you might say, what are you talking about? This is what happened. A rookie cop was told by his superior to harass as many black and Hispanic men as possible, meaning pull over as many Hispanic and black men as possible, but leave the white men alone. Now, only thing that I cannot confirm is, I think the superior, I don't even like using that word, but his boss, whatever. I don't know what the ranks are called, but only thing I didn't find out is if the guy who told him this, I know that was his boss, but I don't know if what race the guy was. I forgot I should have found that out. But it doesn't even matter what race the guy was who told him this. It's the fact that his boss told him to harass as many black and Hispanic men, as many black and Hispanic men as possible, but leave white men alone. So you might ask, why am I doing this video? This video, this is confirming what I already knew and probably what some of you all already knew, but they want to make it seem like this isn't true. I mean, I'm not going to get into how many men have been shot by the police, and they said the guy, they thought he had a weapon, and y'all, I'm not even going to get into that right now, but hearing this from an insider was something, because I didn't, they want to make it seem like that blacks are making this up, that there's not racism, that the cops don't target black people and Hispanic people, and they want to make it seem like the blacks are resisting and that's why this happened, when the truth is, in some cases, they are purposely being targeted and the white people are purposely not being targeted. So what happened was, a guy I knew, he wanted to be a cop. I guess you say he's a young black guy, but so I'm not gonna get into the whole process. It's a process to be a cop and all that, but he was on his way to become a cop, and I think he had to take some type of test or something, and he hurt his finger. So he didn't end up taking the test, but he was preparing for the test and whatnot, and he knew another guy who had already became a cop, and he was a rookie. He was a new cop, and the rookie cop, he was a black guy. He came to him and he said, "Guess what?" And he said, "What?" He said, "I was told by my boss to harass as many black and Hispanic men as possible, but leave the white men alone." And he said when this guy told him this, he knew that he was not going to go further with, the process of becoming a cop. And he said it was ironic because he hurt his finger right before he was supposed to take this test or whatnot. So he didn't go through with it, but he was in the process of becoming a cop, and he decided against that because he said he could not turn on his own. I repeat this again. He said he could not turn on his own. And that is what he would have been doing. Harassing, pulling over Hispanic and black men purposely, and leaving the white men alone. Now, there's no excuse for this. There is absolutely no excuse for this. And see, it pisses me off because they sit up here and act like they don't purposely pull over black men. And I'm going to talk more about black men in this video than Hispanic men, just because it seems like it has been, I'm not saying Hispanic men have not been shot and all that, but it appears like black men, me being a black woman, having a black boyfriend, and all my life dating black men, I've seen certain things like literally, oh my God. I remember one time it was me. I happened to be the only girl in this scenario. Me and my friends, they was all guys. Like I said, I went to high school with them. Platonic friends, by the way. And, well, actually, no. They were platonic friends, but one of them, we hadn't did anything, but we were like going on a couple days getting to know each other, but I could still say it was platonic because I hadn't slept with none of them. And we were friends and whatnot. And me and him was in a car together. How did this go? And we were meeting up with our other two male friends, and we met up at a gas station, and literally you know, we pulled up on each other, and just a cop car came out of nowhere and was flashing its light. This is during, was it nighttime? It was turning to nighttime. I think it was Friday night. And this is a long time ago. And the cop got out. There was two cops. One looked Hispanic and one looked white. One was white. Other one, I think he was Hispanic. I'm not quite sure. I think he was Hispanic. They got out and they asked for everybody's driver's license, and then they asked for mine. And so he was trying. My friend who was driving, he was trying to tell the cop that my window didn't let down. And I'm like, my window doesn't, he was like, her window doesn't let down. And so I opened it and I gave it to him, and like, he like closed his shutter, slammed it like with an attitude. I'm like, y'all, I have a thing. I don't like rude people. It gets under my skin. It makes me very angry. It makes me want to freaking stab them. Like I have a slight temper, and I'm very polite, and I respect people, and I don't tolerate the disrespect very well. It just really, rude people really get on my skin. It's something I'm working through. But rude people, and not people on YouTube don't count. They don't show their face. I know they ugly and they broke, so they don't matter. I'm talking about people in real life, like people that I see day to day, them people that I can see and I can handle them in person. None of the people that I'm like, oh, you gonna be rude to me? You looking at me? Oh, you pretty bad, huh? Okay, let's see how bad you are. So like those people, them the kind of people get on my skin. Those people I get into it with. So the cop like kind of slammed the door when I'm like, well, my window doesn't let down. And so they made us get out the car and put our hands on the hood. And it's like, for what? And I don't even think they told us why they were pulling us over. So they asked us why was we in this neighborhood, and I wasn't saying anything, and it was like one of my friends was like, we were going to the movies, and then the guy's like, why are you going to movies over on this side of town? So this was when I was in Chicago, and when I was younger, and so Chicago can be segregated, like almost like where one side of town's mostly blacks, and then Hispanic, and then like the whites will be kind of the outskirts in the suburbs. I think it's changing now, but so at that time it was pretty segregated. So he asked us, oh, why are you all at the movies? Why are you all going to movies on this side of town? And you know, we all looking like, what does it matter what side? So we supposed to only go to movies at a certain side of town? So they checked. So my friend that I roll with, they checked his trunk, they checked the other dude's trunk, didn't find nothing. And one of my friends, he had 2 t-shirts on. And okay, so he had one t-shirt on, right? And then the second t-shirt, he had it halfway on, like it was like a style that he was dressing. And the white cop said, why is your shirt like that? And he said, that's just a style. He was like, no, that's not a style. You need to pull that, pull that shirt all the way down. Mind you, everyone, I'm gonna say this again. His stomach was not exposed, or his chest. He had a t-shirt completely on. Then he had another shirt on top of that, but he had it halfway on. Okay, so nothing, and then the guy's gonna tell him, well, you need to pull that shirt all the way down. So he was like, that's not a style. He said, you know, I might look like a dumb white guy, but I'm not. I think he said, I might look like a dumb old white guy, but I'm really not. And I just turned and looked at him. They took all our IDs, ran it through the system, didn't find anything, so they just handed it to us and then told us we could go. And it just like ruined our whole night. My one friend who had his shirt, who the cop made him like put his shirt on all the way, he was like quiet the whole night and upset. I told him, I was like, you know, we told him we know he's upset because the dude tried to just bully him for nothing. I had another friend, so that just had me, I was so mad. And then I had another friend when I was younger. He stayed around the corner. I remember he told me that he was coming from a friend's house and the police pulled him over, maced him, handcuffed him, and hit him in his kneecaps and threw him in the back of the truck, in the back of a police car. And he was kind of a big, tall guy. And I was asking him what happened. And I've been in a car with my boyfriend before. A police pulled us over. I was in a car with him. This happened maybe 2 or 3 times. And I actually went to court with my boyfriend one time because he got pulled over and the guy gave him a ticket. And the guy said he didn't stop at the stop sign. He said, yes, I did. And then the cop's like, I saw you. And then my boyfriend was like, well, you know, I'm sorry, I didn't know. And he still gave him a ticket. And I told my boyfriend, I'm like, like, don't be apologizing to them. He's going to give you a ticket anyway, so don't bow down. Okay, don't be disrespectful, you know, because we might get killed up in here, but you don't have to say, I'm sorry. Don't apologize for anything. If he said you ran it, you said you didn't, he said you did, you're like, okay, well, we obviously are disagreeing here, because I'm going to stand on the fact that I did not run it. So you saying I did, I'm saying I didn't. So what we going to do from here? And if he said, I'm giving you a ticket, okay, fine, just give me the ticket. That's what I would have said. But my boyfriend said to him, I'm sorry, I didn't know. No, don't say you sorry. Don't bow down. Okay, because it's going to end bad anyway. Don't get irate, but it's just you don't get it. He's not, your sorry is not gonna stop him from writing you a ticket. Don't bow down to him. He still gave him a ticket. I went to court with him. The cop didn't even show up. Okay, so I just want to make this video because I'm so sick and like, a lot of times it's to the point when I'm in a car with my boyfriend, or in the past when I've been in a car with a black guy, I would be literally terrified when the police would pull us over. Like, cause I'm like, oh my God, just terrified. The cops would always, especially when it was a white male cop, they would be aggressive to me, to the guy, you know, just talk. They already walk up with an attitude, and it's just like, for what? And I remember boyfriend said he was coming, I think he was in the suburbs, and he was going to his mom's house, but he was in the suburbs, he was leaving, and a white male cop drove past him, saw he was a black guy, and then did a U-turn, and then just hit his lights and pulled him over. And then when he asked him why he got pulled over, I think he said he lied and said he lied and said my boyfriend didn't signal. He said something stupid that was a blatant lie. But my boyfriend figured, okay, it's no point in me arguing with this dude because this is not going to turn out good for me. And so the guy ran his name, and he doesn't, my boyfriend, okay, he's clean, so they have nothing on him. Okay, so never been arrested or nothing. So he gave him back his driver's license and said, okay, have a nice day. Okay. And I remember the other night, me and my boyfriend, we went to see, I think it's called Medea's family funeral or something. Y'all, you could just correct me in the comments. But the movie that Medea just came out with, it was really funny. And it was a scene, if you all haven't seen it, I don't want to get spoiler alert, but it was a scene where they got pulled over by the police, and they were arguing, saying that, Medea was trying to tell Tyler Perry that the police are crazy, they're crazy, they're gonna act a fool. And then Tyler was saying, no, Tyler Perry, when he was playing himself in some parts, he said, no, you just be respectable, they're not gonna be mean. The guy comes up to the car, the cop come up to the car acting ignorant, going off, and it was funny. And I looked at my boyfriend, and he was sitting there looking mad, like he wasn't laughing. And I'm looking at so the scene keeps going, and the cop's going off being disrespectful, and then Tyler's like, I don't understand, I followed all the rules, I put my hands on the steering wheel, why is the cop going off? Then when the cop took his driver's license, either his registration or driver's license, went back to the cop car and looked up all the information, seen he was clean, he came back and was all nice to him. And like I said, I looked at my boyfriend again because the scene was funny, but he wasn't laughing, nor was he smiling. And so that's when it clicked in my head, and I just was thinking, and I know why he wasn't laughing, because y'all, it's not funny. It's not funny. Okay, people have died because of this. But I just want to confirm for anybody that's going around saying, well, these black men and they resisted arrest, they did this. Okay, no, this is not a coincidence. These cops are being told. I'm not saying all of them, but it's probably more than we know. They're being told to target black and Hispanic men. Okay, in the city where this dude lives at, it's a lot of it's kind of segregated, and so it's kind of the blacks and Hispanics kind of stay together, and the whites kind of stay on the outskirts. So he was told to target the black and Hispanic men and leave the white men alone. Now I asked my boyfriend about this. I said, why would the guy just say black and Hispanic men and not black and Hispanic people, which would be including women? And he said because they don't look at black and Hispanic women as a threat. They look at the males, the black men, as a threat. As a threat. So they're not worried about the women. And I can honestly say I've been pulled over once. Y'all, I got pulled over by a black woman. literally, I got pulled over by the police one time. And my dad was in a car, and it was my fault though. She had a right to put me over because it was a what is it called when the light is blinking yellow, but it was a area for the person to cross. So when a light was blinking yellow, that meant someone was crossing. And so the young lady was crossing. I think she had a baby with her, and I just kept driving because I didn't know. I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to stop. And so the cop, she was right there. So literally when that happened, she did a U-turn, and I was like, oh crap, and she pulled me over. I've never been arrested. You all know I have never even gotten a ticket, and I'm 34 years old. So she ran, then she called for backup. Some white cops came, and she ran, my information, and she said it's just a warning or whatever. You don't get any points on your driver's license or anything like that. I said, okay, thank you. And so I got put over by a black woman, you all, but it was warranted. And but I've seen one time I think I was speeding. Was I? And the cop didn't put no, I don't know. I don't want to confirm. No, I don't think I was speeding. But yeah, I haven't really been pulled over, and it's probably because I'm a woman. And I do follow the rules of the road though. Don't get it twisted. But for black men, Hispanic men, like the fact that they're making it seem like they don't target them, it really makes me angry. And the fact that me being a black woman dating a black man, and I have dated black men, and just the fact that I shouldn't have to feel and fear for their life when I'm with them or when they're not with me. It's been times I was on the phone with my boyfriend. He said, let me call you back. The cops is behind me. They're about to pull me over. I literally, y'all, one time we were on the phone, and he said, oh, the cops about to pull me over. Let me call you back. And I was just sitting there, just like my stomach was turning. I'm like, oh my God. Like, you shouldn't have to feel like that. They are targeting black men, Hispanic men. And I remember when we got off the phone, he didn't call me back right away. And I called him back maybe like 10 minutes later. I'm like, what happened? Are you okay? Because it's real out here, and they want to make it sound like they're not targeting them. They are targeting them. Now we got proof. We got a rookie cop that's saying it. A black male cop, rookie, that said that he was told by his boss to harass as many black and Hispanic men as possible, but leave white men alone. There you have it. The proof is in the pudding. They want to make it sound like all these men were resisting. So every black man that's reaching for his driver's license or is resisting arrest, okay, and so he deserves to get shot up. Okay, so I'm gonna get off this video because I'm getting pissed off talking about it. But yeah, you all, this is real out here. They're making it seem like it's in our head. See, that's how they get you. They make it seem to you as if you're making things up in your head and that you were resisting arrest. So I remember, wasn't that young white guy? He went into an all black church and shot and killed some people in there, and then the police some white police officers came and basically arrested him. They arrested him and took him to McDonald's. Did they take him to get something to eat first? But yeah, with Trayvon Martin, anyway, y'all, and I'm gonna say something real quick too. To any black men that are listening to this, when you're dressed nice, like in a suit or tie, or slacks with a button-up shirt and a tie, or with a suit on, they don't like y'all, and when you all look nice like that. And same to the black women that listen to this, as a black woman, when you're fixed up nice, looking good and very classy, skirt on, heels, very professional, a trench coat on, maybe a briefcase or whatever, a nice purse, they don't like when you look like that. Okay. And why I say this, because I remember years ago, there was a guy I was dating, and I went to Carmacks to get an oil change, but my driver's side window didn't let down. Well, when you let it down, I couldn't let it down, because when you let it down, it wouldn't go back up. I had to get it fixed. So I didn't tell them that. I didn't know they had. So when they work on the oil, when they do the oil change at Carmacks, and with most places, right, some of them let down all the windows. And so I didn't know that. So when they let the window down, they asked me, did I, how to let it back up? I said, well, I don't know, that window's messed up. And so what happened was they charged me an extra $60 for letting the window back up. And I said, well, you could just left the window down. Okay, I didn't know you was going in addition to the $30 for the oil change, they charged me $60. And so I'm like, what the hell? Okay, you could have just left it down. I didn't know what was. I just knew it was taking a long time. So I was like, well, why was I charged this much money for this when I didn't tell you all to let it up? Okay, if it didn't let back up, fine, whatever. And he was like, well, you didn't let us know that it was problems. But I'm like, but I didn't know you were going to let the window down, and you could, and since you couldn't get back up, you could just left it down. So I'm mad, but I'm just keeping it calm. So I leave. I tell my boyfriend, now he the type, he would, make it worse. He going all off. I said, well, look, just come up there with me. We can handle it. He comes up there after work. He got on his slacks, dress shoes. He was coming straight from work, button up shirt, tie on. We go up there like the Black Bunny and Clyde, going off. I was taking pictures. I said, it says because the guy said, we have a sign right here that says, let down your windows. I said, look how small this sign is that you have. I'm taking pictures of it. He's not really getting an attitude with me. The white guy wasn't at the front desk, but he was getting an attitude with my boyfriend. Okay. So then I think my boyfriend called the police. We go outside, or either the guy called the police on us or we called the police. So two white male cops come. One's older, one's younger. When I say younger, he looks maybe 30. At the time, he looked about 30 or late 20s. He was around the same age we were. Because at the time I was in my mid 20s. So they come. Now the older white cop, he had sense. He went in there, he talked to them, he came out and told us that we would just have to go to small claims court or whatever. It's nothing they can do and whatnot. So the white cop, the younger white cop that was around our age, he just kept staring at my boyfriend, y'all. Listen to me when I tell y'all this. He kept staring. Now he was looking at him up and down. He was looking at him the same way some of these white girls be looking at me when I'm out and about and I'm looking good and I got on my heels and my long trench coat, and how they be. And it's usually the white girls with me that's around my age. It's the older ones too, but it's the ones around my age, the 20s. Well, okay, I'm 34, but I'm saying the women in their 20s, the white girls in their 20s and 30s, and even a couple in their 40s. Yeah, even the ones in their 40s too. Early 40s. In the 20s, 30s, and early 40s, them white women in that age range are the women white women I have the most problems with, as far as them bothering me. Look, when I say bother me, looking at me, giving me dirty looks. If I'm polite to them, they kind of have an attitude and stuff like that. That look they give me, the same look they gave him, and I knew it was because my boyfriend was black, in shape, but that black and fixed up. The main thing, he was a black male who looked put together with a suit on. Well, it wasn't a suit, it was a button-up shirt, a button-up shirt. Yeah, of course they had a collar. A button-up shirt with a tie. He on slacks and some dress shoes. And the cop just had on regular cop clothes. He felt intimidated by my ex-boyfriend. He felt inferior to him because how he was dressed compared to him, and he probably wanted to know what he did for a living. And my boyfriend, my ex, was saying, oh, they did this, they did that. And then I noticed that the older white cop was, he was more compassionate. The one that was the white cop that was around my boyfriend age, he wasn't staring at me too much. He kept staring at my boyfriend and looking at him up and down, and I could tell he had an attitude and that he really didn't want to help him. He didn't really want to help us, but mainly it's because of him. He didn't want to help. And the same look and demeanor he had with him, the same that some of the white girls have with me. It's a demeanor and look they have with me when they don't want to help me, or when it's an issue and I'm coming to them about it and they just looking at me crazy. It's a certain body language they have. They be looking at you up and down. That's the same thing he did to him. And me and my boyfriend talked about it. I said, you saying he was looking at you? He said, yeah, I seen it. He had an attitude. Y'all, if he would have came and that older white guy didn't come and that young white guy came, we probably been arrested, because how that white guy's demeanor was, he was very threatened by him, my ex. And that's because how my ex was dressed. He was dressed professional. They're not used to, in their mind, they judge by people, how we look, how we dress. And so when you dress professional, they already think, oh, who is this black person? And it makes them feel inferior. Okay, so I just want to give some examples of my experience with the cops. And like I said, the rookie cop said he was told to harass black and Hispanic men and leave the white men alone. So now they can't go around and deny it now.